Yes, everybody, welcome back to Football United TV. This is La Ligue des Champions, the Champions League talk. We'll be delving into the semi-finals that are happening in the next couple of days. We'll be looking back at last week's results too, who you think might win the competition this year in Istanbul, who is going to make the final. But first of all, you know what's coming. It's that famous intro. Yes, everybody, welcome back to La Ligue des Champions, the show where we talk all things Champions League. And of course, it's been a terrific campaign this season. Probably not from my perspective as a Man United fan, seeing Man City potentially becoming the winners of the Champions League after a very long time of trying to do it, and maybe a treble as well. Big up to Anthony as well and his brother Rich, who just did the Premier League weekend show, just finished. Go check it out if you want to. It's just two people from Bristol just chatting pretty much about what they thought about the Premier League this weekend. They thought this happened and that happened. It's a little bit like that. Big up to Anthony and Rich. I love it. Honestly, brilliant. So we're delving into last week's semi-finals. AC Milan 0, Inter Milan 3. Watched it. It was a game that made me feel that both Milan teams are quite lucky to be where they are. It's kind of a disrespect because, to be fair, I don't think they kind of deserve to be there. They're two great clubs with a lot of history, but the semi-final was good, by the way. It is good, but I can't see any of them actually going to win it. If anyone's going to win it, it's going to be between Real Madrid, AC Milan. And the reason why is you could see in that game between the two Milan clubs that they were both pretty crap. Pretty crap, but it was a good game. It was feisty. I saw the AC Milan Ultras having a go at some of the players. I think that video has been circulating around the media. Do you know what? Can AC Milan do something about it? I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. I'm going to bring up something for you here, just to delve into what happened in the game. Sorry, it wasn't 3-0. Oh my God. Why have I put 3-0? See, clumsy mistake. Clumsy mistake. It's 2-0. Typo. Beg your pudding. Try that again. There we go. That's better. 2-0 it was. And Dzeko got on the score sheet. And Mkhitaryan both came from Manchester clubs. Well, not Mkhitaryan. Obviously went to Arsenal beforehand. But both played for Man City and Man United. Getting on the score sheet. Actually, Mkhitaryan had a really good game. So did Dzeko too. And to be fair, AC Milan, I think in the second half, tried to give it their all, tried to get back a goal, couldn't do it. Inter Milan got what they wanted in the first half. And look, there is no away goals anymore, is there, in the Champions League? So it doesn't really matter at the end of the day about that. AC Milan can restore this and get it back at least equal and take it to take it to extra time and then maybe penalties. Maybe, hopefully, who knows? But look, personally, I can't see AC Milan doing it. I think Inter are probably at this moment in time a little bit better than AC Milan. Let's be realistic. I hate that as well because obviously I really love AC Milan. but I just can't see. I can't see it. I really hope so, but I can't see it at all. It's not really the fixture I really wanted to be talking about. Of course, they are the last ties now at the San Siro. So I don't know. Just have to see what happens, won't we? It's unfortunate that San Siro is going to be knocked down. And the fact that they're playing this tie, I guess, in the semi-finals is a good way to bow out. It's a shame it probably wasn't next year, but who knows? I don't know whether AC Milan or Inter Milan are in a good position at the moment to get in Champions League. They probably are, actually. Whether they've made it or not, I haven't actually looked up on the Serie A recently. But can Milan do anything about this? I don't think so. Honestly, I really don't think. Sorry, I got a cough. I'm getting a bit under the weather. I just wanted to do this because I'm going to do a show on Wednesday night to talk about who's got into the final, etc. I'm probably going to add a few guests on too. I hope AC Milan get through. I really do. But I don't know. You can't say like it's a home tie for Inter Milan. I guess maybe they'll have more support because that is the case. I think AC Milan, obviously, at the San Siro last time, took over it. And you see the video, like I said earlier, about the ultras going at the players. It's absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. So we'll move on to last week's game as well, which was obviously Real Madrid and Man City. Now, my thoughts on this game. Man City, for the first 17 minutes, were amazing. The way they were playing it about. It was like, oh my God, like you're just toying with Real Madrid. And probably from about the 18th minute, from my perspective, they were toying too much. They were playing it too much in defence, kicking it about backwards and forwards, sideways, back, up, down, looking like they're going to go on charge. You saw Silva ducking through a few players every now and then at the first 17 minutes. But after that, they kind of like mellowed out too much. And they let Madrid like pounce on their mistakes in defence when they couldn't clear the ball out or play it from the back. And that's exactly what happened. And that's how Real Madrid and Vinicius Jr. got the first goal. And I thought, oh, God, it's going to be a tasty tie right now. But I thought Man City, they got to come out the second half and put in a better performance. Because, yes, they were good the first 17 minutes. They were kicking it around and they were like toying with Real Madrid, like I said. But Real Madrid like figured that out. And they were like, okay, well, let them toy with us a little bit. And then we'll try and get on them when they like the ball pretty much breaks loose in defence. And that's what happened. That's how Vinicius Jr. got the goal. And Man City come out, and De Bruyne has a brilliant goal from De Bruyne as well. Honestly, I think it's a good result. 1-1. I remember when Man United played Madrid in the Bernabeu, and obviously that was a complete full stadium. I know they're still doing renovations right now, and I think Welbeck got the goal for us, and I think it might have been Ronaldo that got the. It might have been Ronaldo that got the equaliser. Cool, that was quite a long time ago, 12 years ago. How old are we getting, people? And that was De Gea's like one of his finest performances. I remember Alex Ferguson saying, you need to perform tonight. I think that was a game where it was like, we don't know whether De Gea is a good buy or not. And that game kind of like sealed his place until now. Like he's been there long enough. So it is always hard, no matter what Real Madrid team they have at the moment. And on paper, it's still pretty good, to be fair. I know people say, no, it isn't the Real Madrid of old, but it's going to, you see in the Real Madrid of new in that team. You see the mix of the old and the new, and the fact that, you know, Modric is probably going to go at some point. Casemiro obviously left last year. Ramos has left us obviously to PSG, etc. So you're seeing the shift and the change, and the fact that they're probably going to buy Bellingham as well this summer. They're only going to get better. They can potentially do something in the second leg. I do agree. But this first leg, I do think Man City should have gone out to win that. Yeah, I thought in the first 17 minutes they were phenomenal. If you look back on it, you literally were kicking it around like they were 5-0 up and it was the 80th minute. But I think that was the problem. They were just, I don't know, not really respectful of Madrid, because I thought, well, hang on a minute. If you keep doing that, they're going to get the ball off you in defence at some point. You'll mispass it. And, well, they pretty much did, didn't they? So, yeah, it was a really good tie, the first one, wasn't it? This is just pretty much a quick vlog because I am going to be live on Wednesday. I just wanted to literally recap what was going on. And it is a bit late, but I just thought, sod it, I'm going to jump on. So, score predictions of the second leg. Okay, let's do this like a Buddhist. Let me just check here. Just to get it up. Hey. So the first one's obviously Inter Milan, AC Milan at the San Siro. We've just said this, haven't we? What do I think is going to happen? I think personally, I want AC Milan to win, peeps. I know there's probably a lot of Inter Milan fans out there that might watch, but I want AC Milan to win. I can't see it. So I'm going to go Inter Milan 2, AC Milan 2, and Inter Milan win 4-2 on aggregate. So maybe a draw, or maybe Milan win 2-1, but they still go out on aggregate. So I see it happening, people, that one, to be completely honest. It's going to be a cracking game, though. Check it out tomorrow, 8 o'clock. And, of course, the last one, score predictions, Man City versus Real Madrid. This is a toughie. This is going to be a really good game, isn't it? To be fair, and it hurts me to say that being a Man United fan, but there you go. What's it going to be? I'm hoping Real Madrid win, and I know people are going to be like, "Why? You should like English clubs winning this." But if Man City are on for a treble, and I'm a Man United fan, I can't allow that. And there's a certainty that I can't expect Man United to stop that treble in the FA Cup final. I mean, are we going to take it to that level? Absolutely not. And of course, if Man City get through this game, they've got either Inter Milan or AC Milan. So it's Man City's for the taking. It couldn't be any more easier after this game, but they've got to get through this game. And we know Real Madrid can do things away. We saw what they did last year. They blew out 3 teams, like I said, from the Premier League on their way to winning the cup. So absolutely anything could happen here. But if Pep plays his cards right, and I know obviously he changed up a lot of things with the Premier League game against Everton at the weekend, and may I say that they smashed it as well. I think he could work out for him really well. I think he's preparing for this. I think he's not going to make the mistakes that he's probably made in the past with Man City, obviously against Chelsea and against Real Madrid and against Lyon as well. Lyon, right? So we can't make the same mistake again. If Man City want to win the Champions League this year, this is the time. But you've got to get past this amazing Spanish team who've won it, 13 times? Is it 13 or 14 times now? Probably 14, isn't it? That's how many times they've won it. I've literally forgotten now. Double figures. But mind you, like when the Champions League or the European Cup first started, it was only semi-finals and a final, and they were practically the only team in it. So they pretty much handed themselves about 4 of them. They did get beaten by Aberdeen, didn't they, in a cup final once? So big up to Alex Ferguson on that. But score prediction, that's a toughie, isn't it? I'm going to say Man City 3, Real Madrid 2. I want an interesting game. I can see Man City doing it. I can see Man City winning 4-3 on aggregate. Wow. Am I really saying that? I am, aren't I? Wow. That's what I think. Please do tune in on Wednesday. We're going to be talking about the game straight after the Man City and Real Madrid game, which is happening on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. And obviously, Inter Milan versus AC Milan is happening tomorrow, Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Go check it out and check out the Premier League weekend show. And we did a feature show yesterday talking about the Copa Libertadores and the Sudamericana in South America, which is the equivalence of the Champions League and the Europa League. Please go check them out. Michel Sanchez is going to be on next Monday talking about the Liga MX in Mexico, and we're also going to be talking about the MLS, what's happening there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Smash like, share, subscribe if you can. It was literally a very quick vlog from me. Off the top as well. I'm not prepared, so apologies for the really crappy intro. But actually, before we go, the same predicted lineups. We don't really care about who the referees are, do we? To be fair, let's be honest. What does it matter? What does it matter? Can we go to the main page? There we go. No, we don't. Okay, back again. Okay, second leg predicted lineups. What are they saying? So UEFA.com predicts the starting 11 for all the UEFA Champions League semi-final legs. This is what they reckon for Inter Milan versus AC Milan. Anona, Darmian, Acerbi, Bastoni, Dumfries, Barella, Kalanoglu, Mkhitaryan, DiMarco, Martinez, Dzeko. Doubtful Correa with a thigh injury. Out Skriniar with his back injury. And AC Milan, Magnan, Calabria, Tomori, Kajir, Theo Hernandez, Tonali, Krunic, Salemakers, Brahim Diaz, Leo, Giroud, and out is Benacer with a knee injury. That's what they're predicting for that lineup tomorrow. And for Man City, Real Madrid, they're predicting Edison, Walker, Ruben Diaz, Akanji, Stones, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, Gundogan, Grealish, Haaland, and doubtful is Ake with a hamstring. And Real Madrid are predicting Courtois, Carvalho, Militao, Rudiger, Alaba, Modric, Cruz, Camavinga, Valverde, Benzema, Vinicius Jr., and doubtful Camavinga, but I have heard actually that they think he might be able to make it. Got some comments in here as well. So, from Anthony, of course. Big up Man City to win this, being home as well. Yeah, true. Man City should go all out in this game. They got the players to do it. Well, yeah, like the predicted teams there, like from Man City, Edison, Walker, Ruben Diaz, Akanji, Stones, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, Gundogan, Grealish, and Haaland. It's not a bad team at all. And you know what the bench is like as well. They got Foden, who definitely can come on, I think, at some point, maybe for Grealish if it isn't working out. Or, to be honest, they've got a great team, haven't they, behind them on the bench. I'm not even going to call it out. Man City should go all in this game. Yeah. Like I said in the Premier League show. Yes, you did. Please check that out, the Premier League weekend show, if you can, for Anthony. A really good show. But that was it for me. Just a quick one. And I will be back Wednesday to discuss the rest. To discuss the second leg of the Champions League. My voice is going. There we go. They're like machines, never switch off. Well, when you got the money, mate, that's it, isn't it? That's it, everybody. Smash like, share, subscribe. Back on Wednesday, and Gunners from All Corners back on Friday. And Michelle will be with us on Monday. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.